good whatever time it is today, and welcome to 40 Days to a Better You. This is our last time talking about anger. I want to offer a very familiar text that ties together what we've seen and perhaps leads us ahead to our next theme. You are probably familiar with the story of Sodom and Gomorrah, the two evil cities that God wants to destroy, and Abraham pleads for God to spare them. And as I read you one verse from the story, I want you to listen for a specific word, af. V'yigash Avraham vayomar, ha'af tispet tzadik im rasha. Abraham came along and said, will you sweep away the innocent along with the guilty? In Hebrew, that word af can have three meanings. Now, in religious school, you might have learned that af is a nose, but that doesn't make a lot of sense here. In this verse, though, I think what we're saying is that af is that word that introduces a question. Will you even? And so Abraham is literally saying to God, will you then wipe out the innocent along with the guilty? But I want to point out that the word af also means anger, which actually connects with that meaning of nose, because after all, when you're angry, your nostrils flare, and you actually feel that anger, you feel your breath in your nose. So the Midrash says you can translate this verse as, will your anger, will your af, wipe out the innocent? Because that's what anger often does. We take it out not just on the guilty, but on people who are not at fault, but they just happen to be in our way when we're angry. So Abraham is calling God out. And though we said earlier in the week that sometimes someone is so angry that trying to talk them out of their anger doesn't work, God often looks to human beings to do just that. That's what we heard Moses tried to do after the golden calf incident. And then God is mad at Jonah because God wants Jonah to talk him out of destroying Nineveh, but instead Jonah cheers him on, and that's the story we'll read on Yom Kippur. Indeed, the whole point of the High Holidays is that even when God is angry with us, he is actually hoping, he is listening, he is waiting for us to talk him out of it. So we learn from God that when we are angry, when we are feeling af, if you will, when our nose is out of joint, that we actually want to turn to trusted friends to refocus our energy. Just as God turns to Moses and Abraham, so we have those who we can rely on, who we can turn to get us back on track when our anger is becoming disruptive. Tomorrow we'll start on a new theme, optimism and hope. Rabbi Kay will pick up where I left off with the same story from another perspective. But just a reminder that while these videos are coming out, we'll have live discussions every Friday morning as well. So, we are 23 days until Rosh Hashanah and 33 days to a better you.